Hello, hello.
Hello, teacher.
How are you? Thank you
Fine.
for everything. Yes, are you okay?
Yes.
Very good, very good. Who's there? I will keep recording. Very good. Welcome, bienvenidos a nuestra clase de hoy. Now we are going to start our material for today. What is the interesting thing about the English part of I don't know, or let's say of the language when we talk about present, past. In the present, we say I am, you are, I live, you live. And the test, y lo que hicieron en el examen, present, present, present. So, for example, I talk. I can say that I talk. Excuse me, this is very bad. I talk, okay? I will write. I talk. Means I speak, right? This is in the present. Okay, so I can also say that I work. I work. This is the present. I work every day. I work in the morning. I work in the afternoon. I work in the evening. But this is a routine. This is something for every day, right? I work. But what happens if I just say something like in the past? So in the past I say I were, and you will see this is the past. This is the past. I worked. Okay. Now, I will compare some ideas in the present and in the past. For example, if I say in my routine, for example, I work, I can say he works. Remember? Tercera persona. He works. The same. She works. And then we say we work. And obviously we said in the second person, you work. Let me tell you that there is something important to remember. Remember, the third uses the S in the present. I work, you work, he works, she works, and we work. And obviously they work also. Well, what happens in the past if we say something in the past? Because this is the present, right? In the present, in the present example, I work every day. Yes, I work every day. That is our routine. You work in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, whatever. He works, third person, tercera person, he works from 9 to 5. Okay, these expressions show, that is part of the routine. It's part of the routine. But we will do something different now. We will clean this these ideas in the present, and we will change them into the past. So for instance, I will say every day, I will clean it. I will clean in the morning. Sorry, I will clean in the morning. Okay, and I will clean from 9 to 5. Now I will write ideas in the past. The past of I work is, look, the past of I work is I worked. Okay, no problems. I worked. The past of you work is you worked. He works. Excuse me. The past of he works in the present. In the past will be he worked. So I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they, etc. Everybody is or uses worked. It's regular. Okay, so very easy. Do you remember that in Spanish we say yo trabajo, tú trabajas, él trabaja, nosotros trabajamos, ustedes trabajan, ellos trabajan. Okay, but in English is I work, works, and that's all. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they, with a little difference in he, she, it, with an S. In the past, everybody, I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they, used the ed form, worked, for regular verbs. So it's interesting, you know. It's interesting that the simple past is very easy. Compared to Spanish, it's very easy. Yo trabajaba or trabajé. Tú trabajabas, tú trabajaste. Él trabajó, blah, 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 etc. in Spanish. But in English, it's simple, you know. It's not difficult. What is the problem? That we have to study the verbs. We have to memorize the verbs. The verb trabajar, work. The verb nadar, swim, and the past. So these, my dear friends, these are regular verbs, okay? Regular verbs for the past. Regular verb for the past. Verbos regulares. What is a regular verb? A regular verb in the past is a verb that finishes in ed, worked. For example, the verb, let's say another verb, start, for example, start, started. A play, the verb in the past is played. Every verb that finishes, that ends the word in ed, in it, is regular. Okay? That's the good news. That is the good news. Esa es la buena noticia. For example, I play is present. Past is I played, yo jugué. Or third person, tercera persona, she played. No change, no hay ni eses, no hay ningún cambio. Okay, now let's say another verb. I start. I start. Start means begin, empezar. The past is I started. Okay. In the third person is he started. And that's it. Simple, ¿eh? Bastante simple. Que hablemos en el pasado simplemente añadiendo una ed al verbo. But that's the good part. Esa es la buena parte. There is another part, another section of English in which we have different verbs. Because we call these verbs that you have just seen here, these verbs are called regular verbs. Regular verbs. Because they add the ending verb plus ed. That is the past. So we can call this a regular past form. A regular past form. Okay? On the other hand, I mean, to contrast this, there is another family of verbs, which are the irregular verbs, the irregular past forms. This is very different. So, for example, look at this. I go, and then we say in the third person, she goes. Do you remember? The past form is not regular. It's not like ed and that's it. The past form is I went. Okay. And obviously you have to memorize that. Tenemos que memorizar eso, sí. ¿Cuál es el pasado de los verbos? She goes. In the past, she went. And that's all. I, you, she, he, it, we, you, they, went. That's the past. El pasado de go is went. Another verb, for example, would be I ran, or let's say I swim. I swim. Swim means nadar, remember? I swim. The third person would be he swims. That's it. But what is the past tense? The past tense of swim. The past tense is I swam. Yo nadé. Excuse me, I swam. Obviously, in the third person, we will have the same. He swam. He swam. So the regular verbs have this ed form. The irregular verbs have different forms. Okay, so that is about the past. Let me share with you something else. I will stop this. Okay, do you have any questions so far? ¿Tienen alguna pregunta por el momento al respecto? No questions? So, if we talk about the past, hablamos del pasado, son dos pasados en el español, que le llamamos gramaticalmente el pretérito indefinido y el pretérito imperfecto. En Spanish, en un buen español. Indefinido, yo fui. I go is yo voy. I went is yo fui. Imperfecto, yo voy, present. In the past, imperfecto, yo iba. The two past forms, esas dos formas del pasado del español, se usan solamente como una forma en el inglés. So if you say I go, in the past you say I went. I play, in the past I played. The problem now is to remember which verbs are regular and which verbs are irregular. That is the little problem. But compare Spanish and English. Imagínense, comparen el inmenso bagaje que hay en español, compararlo con el inglés. Sí, tenemos que memorizar como cualquiera todos los verbos y después saber cuáles son irregulares y regulares. Pero eso es todo. En cambio, uno que estudia español tiene que memorizarse las 5 conjugaciones de un verbo, sea regular o irregular, y otras 5 diferentes en el pasado también. Y otras 5 más de IAPA para el pretérito imperfecto. Eso es mucho. Por eso el inglés llega a ser más simple para nosotros. Pero nos da flojera a veces estudiar los significados y saber cuáles son regulares o irregulares. For example, let me share with you another screen that I have here, please. Okay, check this, please. Oh, my troubles seem so far. Okay, this is a song from the Beatles. Todo el mundo conoce esta canción. Es muy antigua, pero noten que está muy bien pronunciada. Yesterday, oh, my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something wrong. Now I long for Pay attention to the verbs. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Why she had to
said something wrong. Now I long for yesterday. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday.
Okay, so you see in the video we have many verbs in the past. En esa canción exclusivamente hay varios verbos. Hay algunos en presente, pero la mayoría está en pasado porque la canción es sobre el pasado. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play, etc., etc., etc. So what happens? The real English is a mixture, a combination of present, past, conditionals, etc. Today, we will study the past forms, the past form of the verbs and everything. Okay? So I will start my presentation today with this simple past exercise. Give me 1 minute. Okay, here we are. I hope you can see this. If you have any technical problems, please tell me. Si tiene algún problema técnico, me avisa. Good. Here is our presentation for today. Did you have fun? Did you have fun? Notice that we are using not the auxiliary do. We are using the auxiliary did. So if this is in the present, is do you have fun? ¿Te diviertes? Because have fun means divertirse. Do you have fun is present. In the past is did you have fun? So that is the title of the lesson, which we will start right now. Did you have fun? Get ready to start today our lesson for the past forms. Listen and practice. Listen, please.
Top 8 things people hate to do. Listen and practice.
1. Stand in line. 2. Do laundry. 3. Travel to work. 4. Go to meetings. 5. Exercise. 6. Work in the yard. 7. Clean the house. 8. Open the mail.
Here we have many things that people hate to do. Cosas que la gente detesta hacer. People hate to do. For example, stand in line, hacer fila. If we say in the present, I stand in line, yo hago fila. Pero estos verbos, si se dan cuenta, muchas acciones las vamos a contar. Yo hice fila. So we need to know, necesitamos saber si stand es regular para decir I standed in line o si tal vez sea otra forma. Ok, do the laundry, hacer el lavado, lavar la ropa. Do laundry. Okay, so is this regular? Do laundry is regular or irregular? Travel to work. Viajar pero por trabajo. I travel to work. I travel to work every week. It's present. But in the past, para contar una historia, tenemos que decir, I traveled to work last week. Huh? So go to meetings. ¿Quién ama ir a las reuniones? Nobody. So I go to meetings every day. But in the past, I go it? No. The past of go is went. So repeat, please. I beg you repeat so that we can practice some of the verbs. Repeat, stand in line.
Stand in line.
Okay, hacer fila. Do laundry.
Do laundry.
Lavar la ropa. Travel to work.
Travel to work.
Go to meetings.
Go to meetings.
Exercise.
Exercise.
Work in the yard.
Work in the yard.
Imagine, a medida que vayamos leyendo, imaginen que están diciendo esto con un I. I stand in line, yo hago fila. I do laundry. I go to meetings, voy a las reuniones. I exercise. Y si hablan de la rutina, I exercise every day, in the morning, etc. Work in the yard, trabajar en el jardín. A nadie le gusta eso. Repeat, clean the house.
Clean the house.
Clean the house, okay? I clean the house every week, every day I clean the house. Open the mail, open the mail.
Open the mail.
Okay, these are verbs in the present. Now, I will tell you from this exercise, which of these verbs are regular. Which of these verbs are regular, okay? Stand in line, no. Do laundry, no. Travel to work is regular. So the past tense is traveled to work. Okay, repeat, traveled to work.
Travel
to work.
I traveled to work. The pronunciation is very important. Go to meetings, no. Exercise, yes. Exercise is regular. I exercised. Repeat, I exercised.
I exercise.
Work. Work is regular too. Work in the present. In the past is I worked. Repeat, I worked. I worked. Yes, sir.
O sea, en este serían los irregulares, es stand and line.
Son irregulares los que no estoy subrayando. Exacto. Okay. I will cancel.
Creo que es la primera vez que se está realizando este tipo de trabajos así mancomunados.
Excuse me. Sorry, but is there anybody who can chat? Apaguen su micrófono. Please. Okay, thank you. So, as Claudia was saying, the ones that are not with double box, los que no están con doble cuadro, son irregulares. Clean is regular. Clean the house. In the past is cleaned the house. Open is regular. I opened the mail every day. I opened the mail yesterday or last week, etc. Okay, this is a brief introduction. Let's continue with the next.
No veo el doble cuadro.
Okay, it's not important, Claudia. It's not really very important. It's not important for the moment. Okay, listen. I didn't study. Vamos a empezar con una conversación para introducir a qué vamos a llegar. Listen, please. Listen. Okay, listen again, please. Listen again.
No hemos escuchado nada.
Okay. I am optimizing everything. Estoy con sonido. Si no escuchan nuevamente, me avisan. Okay, listen. Okay, yes, are you?
Well, I had a busy weekend.
Okay, ¿se pudo escuchar o no tenemos sonido?
Sí.
No.
Okay, I will repeat that. Listen, please.
No le escucha, teacher.
Okay, yes. ¿Quiénes no escucharon?
Teacher. No se escucha, teacher.
Ok, voy a volver a conectarme a la presentación para ver si es que ahora sí me escuchan. Ok.
Do we have a test today? I didn't study. I just watched TV all weekend.
Yes or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so not to waste time. A veces hay estos problemas técnicos, pero para no perder el tiempo nos vamos a ir ya a la conversación de lleno. Okay, listen and practice. This is the conversation. Esta era la conversación que oyeron. Go.
I didn't study. Listen and practice.
Hi, Amy. Did you have a good weekend?
Well, I had a busy weekend, so I'm a little tired today.
Really? Why?
Well, on Saturday, I exercised in the morning. Then my roommate and I cleaned, did laundry, and shopped. And then I visited my parents.
So what did you do on Sunday?
I studied for the test all day.
Oh, no. Do we have a test today? I didn't study. I just watched TV all weekend.
Okay, so what is the thing? Here, the important thing is that you have here the auxiliary in the past. Did you have a good weekend? Have a good weekend is tener un buen fin de semana. Did makes it past. Did you have a good weekend? Well, I had the past. Huh? I had a busy weekend. Consequently, the verb have is irregular. Is irregular because the past of have is had. I had a busy weekend, says. So I am a little tired today. Really? Why? Well, on Saturday, obviously past Saturday, the last Saturday in the past, on Saturday I exercised in the morning. Then my roommate, mi compañero de cuarto, my roommate and I cleaned. We did laundry and shopped. And then I visited my parents. And you, what did you do? Because the question in the present is, what do you do now, right? What do you do these days? But in the past is, what did you do on Sunday? What did you do on Sunday? I studied for the test all day. So the answer is in the past, you see? And Jason answers, oh no. Do we have a test today? I didn't study. Negative. I didn't study. I just watched TV all the weekend. So typically, this is a conversation in the past. And when you tell anybody something that happened in the past, you use the verbs in the past. And obviously, in all languages, you use a different form. Because you cannot say, for example, to talk about the past, you can say, I go to the movies in the past. No, I travel to Coroico. Or you say, I eat calapurca in Guanuni last Sunday. Obviously, anybody can understand. Se puede entender si hablan así con todo con presente. But the good English is that you have to use the specific past for the past forms. Okay? So here you have one conversation to typically show what the past is. Most of the verbs are past forms. So you see, regular forms, huh? Exercised, I exercised, I exercised, I cleaned, I visited. Usually they are verbs in the regular form of the past. Okay. So you will listen again, please. You will listen again to check pronunciation. Listen again, okay? Listen.
No hay audio, teacher.
Test today? I didn't study. I just watched.
I didn't study.
Now, yes, sorry.
Listen and practice.
Hi, Amy. Did you have a good weekend?
Well, I had a busy weekend, so I'm a little tired today.
Really? Why?
Well, on Saturday, I exercised in the morning. Then my roommate and I cleaned, did laundry, and shopped. And then I visited my parents.
So, what did you do on Sunday?
I studied for the test all day.
Oh, no. Do we have a test today? I didn't study. I just watched TV all weekend.
Good. This is a typical conversation in the past then. Do you remember this? Okay. Okay. Can you see my screen? ¿Pueden ver mi pantalla?
Yes.
Good.
Yes,
teacher. Do you remember this? ¿Recuerdan esto? Lo que hemos hecho hasta hace recientes sesiones. We said, I work in an office, and that is present, remember? I work in an office every day, every week. The negative form, I don't work on weekends. The question with auxiliary, right? Do you work in the past? The short answer, respuesta corta, yes, I do. And no, I don't. That was present, right? Now, where do you work? Una pregunta con WH question. Where do you work? The construction is typically similar, no? Where do you work? I work in Chuquisaca, the final answer. Okay, this is a typical present construction. And obviously, this is called the simple present. Do you remember? Check carefully the presence of the auxiliary do in these sentences. Because in an affirmative sentence like this, you don't use an auxiliary. But if it's negative, yes, I don't work on weekends. If it's a question, yes. If it's a short answer, yes, you'd use the auxiliary. Where do you work? Again, you use the auxiliary because it's a question. But if you say an affirmative statement, you don't use an auxiliary. So check that, please, to remember. Esto es para comparar. Now look. Okay, this is in the present. Now check the past. Fíjense cómo se construía la tercera persona. Romy works in an office. The S is important, huh? Wait. Just a minute, please. I have to stop. Tengo que detener eso para que podamos. Okay, here. Here you have. So here you see that the third person is Romy works in an office. And the auxiliary, she doesn't work online. The question, does she work? Where does she work? Short answer, yes, she does. No, she doesn't. This is the typical construction of the present, but in the third person. Okay. After that, let's check. Compare this with the next picture. Now let's talk about the past form. Look. Okay. Good. Now here you will see the construction in the past. Please look at the contrast that we do when we use sentences in the past. I work in an office. The past is I worked in an office, right? I don't work on weekends. The past is I didn't work on weekdays. Do you work in La Paz? The past, did you work in Tarija? Where do you work? In the past, where did you work? And the final answer obviously will be, I worked in Potosí in the past form. What is the difference between the past and present in the complement? Here, you can see that when we talk about the present, you don't mention, a time reference, or you can say something routinary, something like a custom, like a habit, and that's it. Or we can say always, usually, every day, something like that. But please pay attention. In the past form, we really need to specify a time reference. For example, last year, el año pasado. On weekdays, but referring to the past, los días de semana. In 2019, for example, where did you work in that year? So the simple past is preferably or generally used with a specific time reference about the past. Okay, so that's very important. Obviously, in a moment, we will do more details. We will give you more details. Now, check the short answers. Do you work in La Paz? Check that there is a very clear difference. Clear reference. Do you work in La Paz? Yes, I do. Do you work in La Paz? No, I don't. And in the past, something similar happens. Did you work in Tarija? Yes, I did. Did you work in Tarija? No, I didn't. The auxiliary is did. Instead of do or does, you use did in the past. And that's all. And that's all. So let me show you more about this. Good. Listen, please, listen.
No escucho nada, teacher.
Okay, there's problem. Okay, wait. Yes. Again.
Watch.
Yes, avísenme a tiempo porque esto es con audio. Okay, let's see.
Simple past
Yes,
statements.
can you listen?
Regular verbs.
Yes,
I
teacher.
studied on Sunday. I didn't study on Saturday.
You watched TV. You didn't watch a movie.
She stayed home. She didn't stay out.
We shopped for groceries. We didn't shop for clothes.
They exercised on Saturday. They didn't exercise on Sunday.
Didn't equals did not.
Spelling.
Stay, stayed. S-T-A-Y-E-D.
Watch, watched. W-A-T-C-H-E-D.
Exercise, exercised. E-X-E-R-C-I-S-E-D.
Study, studied. S-T-U-D-I-E-D.
Shop, shopped. S-H-O-P-P-E-D.
Okay, here you can see that the simple past is easy to form. The formation of the past is simply adding ed to the regular verbs. Here, we are discussing regular verbs. The affirmative form is the verb and ed. And look, it says I, you, she, we, they. So everybody, ed. So you can say I studied, you studied, she studied, it is the same. And obviously, the complement will be according to the verb. Okay, so the affirmative is I studied, the negative is I didn't. I didn't, but pay attention. Study, watch, stay, shop, and exercise, return to the normal form. Por causa de usar, por esta razón de usar el auxiliar, el verbo vuelve a su forma normal. Study, study. But so, if the sentence is in the past, in the affirmative form, you use ed, I studied. But if you use the negative with didn't, so you say, I didn't study. So you say, you watched, you didn't watch. She stayed, she didn't stay. Stayed, stay. Consequently, in the spelling, you will see present and past. And did not can be contracted to didn't. Okay, so do you have any questions about this? No questions? Okay, good. Now, let me show you another form of presentation, please. Wait 1 minute. Okay, there is no sound here. Okay, there is no sound here. I will use the past form of this, and we will share this. So let's practice. Let's practice, okay? We are going to do some practice with a simple exercise. What's the verb here? What's the verb? Yes, can you tell me what's the verb here?
How do you say, teacher, lavar?
Wash the dishes.
Wash the dishes.
Okay. Wash is regular. So I would say regular. You do a sentence. Ustedes hagan una oración. I washed the dishes. In the past, I washed the dishes. ¿Cómo sea pronuncian? Wash it. Ya vamos a ver enseguida cómo unir nuestra pronunciación. I washed the dishes. Okay. Rita washed the dishes. Is one example only. You give one example with you.
Shit.
What's this verb?
Play soccer.
Play soccer. Okay. In the past, this is regular. Es regular. Yes, regular. You can say, y entonces inmediatamente ustedes actúan. I play soccer. Imaginen que es una rutina. I play soccer every Sunday, for example. I play soccer every day. And immediately you think about the past. Inmediatamente viajan hacia el pasado y hacen una oración en el pasado. I played soccer in the past. I played soccer in the past. So in the picture, they played soccer. What's this verb?
Eat.
Eat. Okay. Eat. Eat. I am sorry, but it is not regular. What is the past of it? Hmm? It's not eat it. No. It's irregular. It ate. Ate. The past form of it is ate. Okay? It ate. So if you say in the present, I eat every day. I eat pizza every weekend. In the past, you say, I ate pizza last Sunday. Let's practice more, okay? Regular. I skate. I skate. Skate. I skate. Regular. In the past? I skated. I skated. She skated. Yes. Swim. Not regular. Swim. The past is swam. I swam. I swam. They swam. Sing. Not regular. The past of sing is sang. Sang. So in the past, I sang, or in the past, he sang. Cry. Regular. Cry is regular. Cry, you see? I cried. Cried. According to the picture, she
cried it.
Excellent. She cried. Good.
She
Rain.
cried.
Rain. Regular. Regular.
She cried.
Nosotros podemos llover. Es un objeto. It. It. In the past, regular. It rained. Llovió. Paint. Remember? Paint. Regular.
Painted.
Yes, I painted. In the picture, he painted. Very good. Drink. Not regular. The past of drink is drank. Drank.
No.
I drank. According to the picture, he brush teeth. Brush my teeth. Brush your teeth. Brush.
Brush.
Regular. This is regular. Regular. I brushed my teeth. According to the picture, she brushed her teeth. Snow. Snow. This is snow, nevar. So in the present is it snows. In the past, it snowed, regular. Sleep, not regular. The past of sleep is slept. Slept. I slept. Yo me dormí. I slept.
I slept.
According to the picture, they slept. Teach, not regular. The past tense of teach is taught. Taught. He teaches in the present. He teaches in the past. He taught. He taught. Climb a tree. Climb. Do you remember what climb is? Climb is trepar. Climb a tree. They climb a tree. Climb is regular. What's the past of this? They climbed a tree. Eat. The past tense of eat is ate. It eats, present. In the past, it ate.
Ate.
Wash the floor. Wash is regular.
Wash it.
Washed. According to the
Washed.
picture, she washed the floor. Clean. Clean. He cleans the house. In the past, regular. He cleaned the house. Do the bed. Do the bed. Do is irregular. The past of do is did. She does the bed. In the past, she did the bed. She did the bed. Wash the dishes. Wash the dishes. In the past, regular. He washed the dishes.
Washed.
Okay. I will stop this to continue with the other material, please. Okay, sorry. Now, we will continue with this. Yes, so we stopped here. We will continue now. The regular verbs are like this. Yesterday, I worked in the evening. Here you have a clear example. Time reference, necesitamos para el pasado casi siempre o mencionar un tiempo en el pasado, una referencia de tiempo. Yesterday is ayer. Yesterday I worked in the evening. Ayer trabajé en la noche, por la noche. Yesterday I worked in the evening.
I worked.
We form the past simple of regular verbs by adding the suffix ed to the infinitive. So, what does it mean? We put ed, we add the ed to the verb, and that's the past. Y así se forma el pasado, como ya les había dicho. We are just repeating some information. Okay, good. These are some spelling rules. Estas son algunas de las reglas para deletrear, para escribir. The infinitive, for example, work, ed, worked. Example, want, querer, wanted. Like, the past form is liked. Gustar, liked. Play, jugar, in the past, played. When the verb ends in E, cuando un verbo termine en su partícula E, simplemente añadimos de. Okay? So, for example, arrive, arrived. Arrive, arrived. Arrive means llegar. Hate, odiar. Hate, the past is hated. Love, love, loved. Consider, very important, that the E sound, consideren que la E no se pronuncia en ninguna palabra en inglés si la palabra termina en esta letra. Arrive, arrive, hate, love. Pero cuando ya añadimos la D, tiene cierto contenido. Arrive, arrived. Hate, hated. Love, loved. Okay, so good. Now, that is when a verb ends in E. When the verb ends in Y, please, this is important. When the verb ends in Y, you change the Y to IED, okay? When the verb ends in Y, you change the Y to IED. Examples, try, tried, okay? And similarly to the third person, you will see something here. For example, the verb plan, you will see something interesting. When there's one-syllable verbs, palabras cortitas, verbos cortitos like plan, for example, plan, you double the consonant. Planned. NN, you double the consonant. Plan, planned. Stop, you double the P to stopped. Okay. Good. Now the uses. When do we use the simple past? We use the simple past for actions that started and finished in the past. ¿Qué significa esto? Que usamos el simple past para cosas que comenzaron y terminaron en el pasado. Terminaron, eso es importante. No es algo que tenga continuación al momento. Son pasado, como decimos el pasado pisado. Finished actions. Example, I didn't go to the beach last Sunday. I didn't go to the beach last Sunday. No fui a la playa la semana pasada. Okay, so last Sunday. Ya no hay, ya no es domingo. So last Sunday is finished. Second, for actions that happened one after the other in the past. For example, in a story, como una historia, contar una historia. Example, I went into the disco. Fui a la disco. I saw my favorite girl. Vi a mi chica favorita. I asked her to dance. Le pedí que bailáramos. So, like a story, a story, a story, a story, a story, a story, like that. But obviously, in the past. Good. Now, the affirmative form is here. I cooked, negative, I didn't cook. You can repeat after me. Pueden repetir después de mí. Okay, I cooked, I didn't cook. He studied, he didn't study. She played, she didn't play. It rained, it didn't rain. We walked, we didn't. You called, you didn't call.
You didn't call.
They wanted, they didn't want. Okay, so probably you are curious about this. Probably some people are asking, how do we pronounce? Sometimes it's different. Huh? For example, cook, the past is cooked, cooked. Study is studied. Play, the past is played. Rain, the past is rained. But walk is different, huh? Walked. Call is different. Called. And want is different because the past form is wanted. We have 3 pronunciation forms for the past. Tenemos 3 formas de pronunciar el pasado. Lo que sí quiero que no hagan es decir a todas cooked. No. Studied, sí, porque clarito termina en una vocal. Pero play, no digan played. Played. No se escucha el ed. Rain, rained. No.
Rain.
Walk it. No.
Walked.
Call it. No.
Called.
Wanted. A little.
Went.
Hay ciertas reglas que las vamos a ver enseguida. Okay, so that is the past form of regular verbs. Let's keep moving, please. As I was telling you before, como les había dicho hace rato, the simple past needs, necesita. Si no están implícitas, por lo menos tienen que estar dentro de la conversación de cuando estamos hablando sobre algo. Okay, so these are some time expressions for the past. Okay, time expressions with last. Last. Expresiones de tiempo para el simple past con la palabra last. Okay, here you have some examples in the box. New Year's Eve, summer, weekend, week, night. Hay distintas. Okay, pero con last. Last means el pasado o la pasada. For example, if you say, as we can see here with last week is la semana pasada. Okay, last September, el septiembre pasado, el pasado septiembre. Last night, la pasada noche o anoche. Right? Last year, el año pasado. Last Monday, el lunes pasado, right? Last weekend, el pasado fin de semana. Last month, el mes pasado. Last Christmas, la Navidad pasada. Okay, so here you have different expressions. Last week, last night, last Saturday night, last night. Last New Year's Eve, last summer, last weekend. Last Friday, last August, last year, last month, etc. Con last pueden utilizarse muchísimas expresiones que son necesarias para el simple past. Okay, so please use them. Vamos a seguir haciendo prácticas al respecto. Go. The next expression is the word ago. Ago. The word ago means hace. Hace. Como verán, no cometemos el error del español, usar 2 formas, last y ago al mismo tiempo. No. In English, we just use ago. Ago, hace. So here you can see some expressions. 2 hours ago, which means hace 2 horas. 2 hours ago, hace 2 horas. 10 minutes ago, right? Hace 10 minutos. 5 years ago, hace 5 años. 2 weeks ago, hace 2 semanas. 3 days ago, hace 3 días. A minute ago, hace 1 minuto. Half an hour ago, hace media hora. Or 30 minutes ago, which is the same. So we have previously to this last, and with this expression, with this new expression, we have ago, hace. Okay? These are typical expressions for the simple past. For example, yesterday, ayer, or the other day, el otro día. Okay, here we have some other expressions. For example, the word yesterday, ayer. Okay? Yesterday morning, ayer por la mañana. Yesterday afternoon, ayer por la tarde. Yesterday evening, ayer en la noche. At midnight, a medianoche, but referring to the past, obviously. Yesterday, simply ayer, or at midnight yesterday. We can say at midnight yesterday, ayer a medianoche. So this is another expression for the past form. Okay? And also we can use other things y otras expresiones como when, cuando, refiriéndonos al pasado, while, and as. When I saw her, refiriéndose a un hecho que ha sucedido en el pasado. Cuando la vi, cuando estaba durmiendo, cuando tenía 5 años, cuando tú eras un niño, while they were watching TV, cuando estaban viendo televisión, as he came, cuando vino, etc. Obviously, these are more difficult expressions. Good. Now, please, now you will do one more exercise. Fernando is talking about his weekend. Complete the sentences, please. Okay, on Friday night, all these verbs are, please, regular. All the exercise is for regular verbs. On Friday night, you complete the sentences with the necessary verbs. Please, take 2 minutes, tomen 2 minutos para hacer el ejercicio en sus cuadernos. Los que puedan compartir pueden escribir en mi pantalla. Y si no, entonces, agarren lápiz y papel. You write the past forms of the verbs. All the verbs in this exercise are regular. Todos son regulares. But pay attention. Some of the verbs are, look, some of the expressions are negative. Huh? Example, negative, not work. So be careful and do the exercise with the necessary changes. You have 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutos les dejo para que hagan todo. Okay, thank you. No hice salas compartidas porque hasta que nos reunamos se pasa muy rápidamente el tiempo, entonces prefiero que lo hagamos rapidito entre todos, okay? On Friday night, what's the verb here? I waited for a phone call. Yes, on Friday night, I waited for a phone call.
Yes.
Yes. But my girlfriend,
Did not.
Yeah, did not call, didn't call, but my girlfriend didn't call. I just stayed home and
Watch it.
watched TV. Excellent. On Saturday, I
Visited.
visited my friend Daniel. We talked. Yes, talked. Exactly. We talked and
Listen.
listened. Evening, he
Invited.
invited some friends over. And we cooked a great meal. I not work. I in the past.
Didn't work.
I didn't work very hard on Sunday. I
Didn't study.
didn't study at all. I just
Walk.
walked
Walked.
the mall and
Shop.
shopped. Exactly. Let me have you disable connection reactions. Okay. Okay, do you have any questions here? No questions? Yes, no questions. No hay ninguna pregunta por acá. Very good. Okay. Good. We are going to continue with the next exercise now. Now, this will be another exercise for you. Yesterday, Mom, you please. Yesterday, Mom.
Watch
Yes. Yesterday, Mom watched TV and I. A ver, ¿quién quiere participar? Yesterday, Mom watched TV and you do the example. You give me an example from your imagination.
¿Y comía? ¿Ponemos algún verbo?
Cualquier verbo. Si tienen un diccionario a la mano, úsenlo. Si tienen el celular a la mano con un diccionario, úsenlo.
Dancing, teacher.
Okay. Yesterday, Mom watched TV and I
Dance.
exactly. And I danced. Yes. Please, never dancing because it's the past. And I dance. Tampoco el present. Yesterday, Mom watched TV and I danced. Yes, and I danced. Another idea, please? Max, do you have another idea? Yesterday, Mom watched TV and I?
Teacher.
No ideas? Yes.
I exercise.
La dirección del notariado plurinacional, las direcciones de
Yes.
las
Excuse me. Sergio,
Teacher, ¿me
please.
escucha?
Yes, Sergio.
I ate.
Yeah, okay. Yesterday, Mom watched TV and I ate what? And I ate?
Popcorn.
Okay, popcorn. And I ate popcorn. Okay, and I ate popcorn. Good. Okay, that's a good idea. 2. Last night, my sister, last night means anoche, right? Remember? Last night, my sister, what's the correct form?
Stay.
Stayed. Okay, yes. Last night, my sister stayed home, but I what? Pero yo. Give me one example, please. Last night, my sister stayed home, but I
Work.
But I worked. Yes, good idea. Pero yo trabajé. Mi hermana se quedó en casa, pero yo trabajé. How do you say yo salí? But I went out. Go out is salir. Okay, but I keep the idea of
Work.
worked. Okay. Number 3. Please do number 3. Last Sunday, el pasado domingo, last Sunday, my Uncle Freddy, regular verb, the past tense is
Fix it.
fixed. Fixed. Yes, fixed.
The bike.
Fixed my bike. Last time my Uncle Freddy fixed my bike, arregló mi bicicleta. What information can you put here?
Painted. Y pintó. ¿no?
I painted. Yo la pinté. Very good. Excellent, Claudio. Last Sunday, my Uncle Freddy fixed my bike. I painted it. Very good. Number 5.
Planned.
Last week, cleaned.
Clean.
Yes. Last week, Dad cleaned the house. What did you do? No ideas?
Wash the floor.
Okay, I washed the dishes. I washed the floor. Very good. Last week, Dad cleaned the house. I washed the floor. Yo lavé el piso. Washed the floor.
Washes the floor. Está bien.
Está bien, no, Claudio? Yes. Claudio is very demanding. Claudio is very demanding. Exigente is Claudio, right? Number 5. Last month, my brother, number 5 again, huh? Last month, my brother shopped for clothes. And I, shop is comprar, hacer compras. Shopped for clothes and I, what's your idea?
Music.
Okay. And I, the verb is listen. Listen, present, past. And I listened to music. Very good. Okay. Last month, my brother shopped for clothes and I listened to music. Very good. Next. Last year, el año pasado. Last year, my friend Susana visited. The past is?
Visited.
Visited a different country. Un país diferente. But pero yo, Last
Travel.
year, el año pasado, my friend
Travel.
Susana visited a
Travel.
different country. But I traveled.
Traveled to
Los Yungas.
no.
¿No los Yungas?
Manhattan.
No, Susana visitó un país diferente, pero yo visité algo más cercanito. I traveled. Yo viajé a... I traveled to Cochabamba. Okay, yes, to Cochabamba. Good idea. Contrasting. Yes, very good. Number 7. 2 years ago, hace 2 años. 2 years ago.
El internet está un poquito mal aquí en mi zona.
My sister, the past of study is
Después de la compañera yo expongo. Gracias.
studied Excel. I, what is the past?
Learner.
I
Hace 2 años, 2 years ago, my sister studied Excel. I, what did you do?
I studied English.
I studied English. Oh, this is just one example, right? It's only one example. Good. So I will do something, please.